Hi guys, it's Nyla here from Love Now TV, helping you to transform fear to love through understanding yourself better and reminding you of how much you've got going for you. So in this video, I'm going to share a dream, a premonition dream that came with a gentle warning and how helpful it was to me. So it's a very short dream. And what I dreamt was that I was in Paris in quite a high building, looking down and wondering if I could remember where I'd parked my car, and a bit concerned that I might get a parking ticket. And that was it. Now, you can't always tell if it's a premonition dream, but because I've kept a dream diary for 30 odd years, I have got used to picking up the energies and the vibes of the day. So I'll pick up feelings, I'll pick up people I might see, people I'm meant to see, I don't see. So I just pick up the event of the day. And it's not till the end of the day you can kind of make sense of it and know if it was a premonition dream. So during the day, I just kind of reflected on it and didn't really do anything else with it. But when you're looking at dreams, there are two really important things to consider. One is, what are the feelings that are showing up? So I felt a little concerned, a bit worried that I might have parked it somewhere and I'll have a price to pay for that. And the feelings tell you the thoughts you're likely to have, because whatever thought you have will come with a feeling. So the feelings are important. The other thing that's really important is associations. What you associate personally with the images that show up, the location that shows up. So that's where you develop your own dictionary, and where ultimately you are the expert on your own dreams, because what I may associate with something may be very different to your association, your experience or connection with it. So for example, Paris, it's considered a city of romance, love, and it's vibrant and people love it and often want to visit it for those kind of reasons. But it's not a city that I particularly like. I've been to it many, many times throughout my flying career, and it just didn't really resonate with me. I didn't really enjoy it. And that's saying nothing about Paris, it was just me personally. But for example, I love London, I really enjoy Rome, Corfu, but Paris wasn't up there for me. So I immediately knew that I would be in a place that I would not choose to be. Yeah? I mean, even when I got married, my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law decided that they would gift us the honeymoon, but it was going to be a surprise. And I thought, oh, please don't let it be Paris. But of course it was. So, your associations really matter. That was the dream. And then the day passed, and it was a weekend. I'd spent the day cleaning the house from top to bottom, and I was a bit tired by now, and it was evening. And my mother lives with me, and she's got dementia. She's 92 years old, and so she will ask the same questions over and over again, or she'll repeat herself. And she's also very hard of hearing, which means I've got to shout quite loudly for her to hear me. And it can be tiring on a daily basis and feel a bit like a Groundhog Day. And I knew I was tired. So when she started to ask the questions, repeating things, etc., I could feel myself getting irritable and winding myself up a bit. And I know she can't help it, but occasionally when I'm tired, I'll react, or I'll be snappy, as we do with family. And I know I know how much that upsets her, like my tone changing. It really upsets her. So, I'd made a conscious decision that I would really not be reactive to her, because I know how much it disturbs her, and she just can't help how she feels. And I know that I'm also human, and sometimes when you're tired, you get snappy and irritable and reactive. But during this evening, there was this build-up happening, and I could feel myself going to that old place. And I remembered the dream. And what I took from the dream is, Nyla, don't get lost in your thoughts and reactions. Keep your bearing, and don't do anything that you'll regret, that you'll have to pay a price for, because if you react the way you will upset her. You'll feel guilty, and it's not a place you want to go to. Now, there was another part of the dream where I was in a high building and I was looking down. So to me, what that was showing was that I needed to have perspective from a higher place. I needed to see what was playing out and be present to know where I was. So when she's saying what she's saying, she's just being herself. She's not doing anything to upset me. She's just doing what she does, and she's in a neutral place. But depending on my state of mind and where I'm at, I'm going to take what she does, give it meaning, make an interpretation, and then react to that. Because in all intents and purpose, it looks like what she's doing is making me react. But in reality, what's making me react is my thoughts about her, or what she's saying, or the tone she's taking, or how many times have I answered. I am reacting to my own thoughts. Now, most of us don't know that, because we always think, oh, somebody else is the cause of what I'm feeling. But it's through the interpretation I'm making about her behavior that I am feeling the way I am. So if I'm having critical or judgmental thoughts about her, I will feel critical and judgmental. And I might think that's her doing this to me, but in reality, it's me doing it to me. Now, I know this to be true, but when you're in the feeling and you're in the reaction, it feels so real, and it looks like somebody else is doing it to you. But that's not the case. Now, the higher perspective means that I needed some distance and perspective to see the whole picture. So I had to have self-awareness. And the self-awareness was me noticing her, me noticing me and my reaction to her, and having the awareness to keep my bearing. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't let my thoughts and feelings get in the way of, reacting to her. I noticed where I was through the awareness that I had. And as a result, I became patient and more present, and went closer to hear her so that I don't have to shout, and, had more compassion. And I love that this dream, from a deeper intelligence, came and gave me an alert, a notification, if you like, just to say, hey, watch out. You don't want to go to a place you don't choose to go to. Because I'd made a conscious decision that I was gonna not react to her in a way that hurt her and that made her suffer. And you know how it is that with family, parents, siblings, we can behave all sorts of ways and not bother so much. But when it comes to friends or colleagues, you know, we wouldn't do that. So we all have the capacity to not react the way we do. And so I'd made that conscious decision, and my dream was telling me, hey, you're going in the wrong direction. You're going to a place you don't want to go to, and get some perspective, see the bigger picture, and go towards what you want rather than what you don't want. And I think it's lovely that such a small, short dream helped me to continue to have a good feelings and a good relationship with my mum, rather than act through my reactions. So I hope you got something out of this dream, and that I encourage you to keep a record of your own dreams and see what they want to communicate with you, what wisdom is guiding you, and how helpful they can be.